President Barack Obama.
Virginia, we are counting on you. Republicans want to steal enough seats in Congress to rig the next election and wield unchecked power for 2 more years. But you can stop them by voting yes by April 21st. Help put our elections back on a level playing field and let voters decide, not politicians. Vote yes by April 21st.
Paid for by Virginians for Fair Elections.
From the Kiss 92.5 studios in Toronto, Canada.
Are you ready?
Ladies and gentlemen,
this is Roz and Mocha.
It's Roz and Mocha. What's going on?
Hey guys, this is Bruno Mars.
This is Selena Gomez.
The Chainsmokers.
Lady Gaga.
Calvin Harris.
Celestia Cara.
This is Ed Sheeran.
You're listening to my boys Roz and Mocha.
Roz and Mocha.
My boys Roz and Mocha.
The Roz and Mocha Show.
Ready to go.
Between Roz and Mocha, who is your favorite?
Roz. Mocha. Roz and Mocha. You guys are so funny, man.
Congratulations, Lisa! Wow! You just won $1,000.
That is amazing. Y'all just made my entire morning. Keep it up.
You guys are awesome, man.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Hey, Mocha.
Yeah.
You ready? Let's do the news.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
News break.
Apparently, Diddy's lawyers are trying a new strategy to get him out of the joint. This all comes down to the freak-offs. And what his lawyers are now saying is that Diddy didn't commit any sex crimes and that what he was actually doing was making amateur porn, which is constitutionally protected. So I guess his new defense is that they weren't crimes, they were constitutional pornography.
They're really stretching out.
So he cannot be prosecuted for that, is what they're saying.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
GB News in the UK, which is like an old sort of news network, it's one of the ones that they have over there. They were talking about Kanye West and Wireless Festival getting canceled. So they pulled his visa, and then Wireless Fest just canceled the whole show, and a lot of people are pissed off about that. And they brought on, so Bev Turner is one of the hosts of this news show, and they brought on her 17-year-old daughter, Kiki, to give the, quote, teen's eye view of the decision to ban Kanye. And Kiki is a massive Kanye fan. So she's pissed, keep in mind, that she can't go and see Kanye because he hasn't been there in forever. 2018 was the last time. And in doing so, she sort of is confused as to why they would cancel somebody like Kanye, but not cancel other artists. And she brings up Drake and gives this example.
But you have people like Drake, who's talking about stabbing people, shooting people, raping women, who performed last year for 3 days.
Is Drake a rapper?
Yeah, he's a rapper.
You see, if I could jump in, you see, my reaction to this controversy about this bloke was, well, that's what they all like. They're all like that, these rappers. They're homophobic, they're misogynistic, often anti-Semitic. They seem to be anti-everything. So I couldn't understand what the fuss was, particularly about this one, because he seemed no different to all.
It took them about 30 seconds to pull that clip after everybody pointed out Drake does actually not rap about stabbing, murdering, and raping. It just doesn't.
Kiki, do you listen?
It's just not the truth.
Bro, that's defamation, though.
Right?
You can't say that.
So anyway, that's the woman's daughter too. So she's
So you
really
brought up a
going
good point
through
there,
it
Shem.
right
You think Drake and his people are gonna, because this clip blew up?
They might.
Could they? They could. Sure.
Will they?
Will they? I don't think so.
No, he's already got one lawsuit that he's dealing with.
Yeah, I don't think that they would. I think pulling it, and I mean, however, they have not apologized yet. That's the other thing too.
Oh, they haven't?
They haven't yet. Not that I've seen anyway.
Bullocks.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Olivia Rodrigo teasing a new song, which is out next Friday. There's no singing in this. Song's called Drop Dead, but give it a listen.
Sounds like the music from Heartstopper.
What's Heartstopper?
That coming of age teen gay show.
Oh, does it? Is that what it started like the score for that show? Yeah. I don't mind that. I mean, it sounded good to me.
Olivia Rodrigo.
Lady Gaga, and is it Doechii? Is that how you pronounce that?
Yeah.
Lady Gaga, Doechii. Their new song, Runway, from Devil Wears Prada.
Walk, I'm feeling fab, I'm feeling free, I feel exceptional.
Hate all you want, but I'm dangerous. You're gonna burn your tongue on this tea. Might show up late, might be on time. Just wait, I'm coming, Kiki. This paparazzi routine, bitch, I came to be seen. Yeah. Serve a little sass.
Okay. Yo, hold on. No. Hold on. Yo, I'm vibing to this one, y'all.
Come back.
Hold on. Oh, come on. This song's gonna pick up right here. It's gotta pick up. Yes.
I can't imagine a more perfect song for The Devil Wears Prada than this. And I'll tell you, one of the things I'm real happy about is back in the day, songs from movies, when pop stars would do a song for a movie, they were legit songs, right? And they would sometimes wind up on their albums and be nominated. And then we got to a period where when artists were asked to do songs for movies, they were kind of just like throwaway and they sounded very movie. They sounded like they were designed, different than the artist's normal stuff. It was them by name. But this is like a Gaga song. It's a great pop song. It's great for the movie.
That's fire, man. I like it.
Who did it remind me of? What's that guy's name? Todrick Hall. It reminded me of this song. And I only know this because Maury was singing it constantly.
I don't dance, I work. I don't play,
yeah.
I slay.
Right?
I don't walk, I strut.
Like same vibe.
Very same. Yeah.
Nails, hair, hips, heels. That's the name of the song.
So make it rain on me, and I might let you see. What you gonna let them see? My nails, hair, hips, heels, nails, hair, hips, heels, nails, hair,
right?
hips,
And then,
heels, nails, hair,
it's good.
My nails, hair, hips,
and then go back to Gaga, and then go back to Gaga.
Yo, that's a vibe right there. I like it. I like that song a lot.
Walk, I'm feeling fab, I'm feeling
Tell me,
free.
it's the same world, right?
Hate all you want, but I'm dangerous. You won't burn your tongue.
Anyway, it's the same. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't mad at that.
Very, very similar. I'm loving both of those. I may listen to some more Todrick Hall this weekend.
I can feel it.
It's point me in the right direction, damn it, Warren.
Start with the song I Like Boys.
Okay, maybe that can wait.
Really? Because I got it right here.
Oh, you do?
Mama, come, doll, take a seat. There's someone you know that you've got to meet. So brace yourself for the big reveal. He's about my height when he's not in heels. Some boys play basketball. He play house with ratchet dolls. It's not Santa Claus, it's time for applause. It's coming out the closet, mama. I like boys.
I'm down.
The Roz and Mocha Show
Podcast.
Orion will slam into Earth's atmosphere at more than 30 times the speed of sound in what NASA expects to be the most demanding and dangerous part of the Artemis II moon mission. They've targeted a small patch of the Pacific just west of San Diego in California where a Navy ship will be waiting for them. You were wondering yesterday how they're going to get them out.
Yeah.
It will be the Navy. Entry begins roughly 75 miles up with Orion moving at 40,233 kilometers an hour.
Wow.
Air in front of the capsule will hit 2,670 degrees Celsius. Inside, the crew will feel about 3.9 Gs, which is it's like a crushing pressure that is just about 4 times their own weight.
You think they yell?
I would.
Like if it's...
Could they even yell with that
If
pressure?
it's that crushing?
Just
great question.
Noises. Yeah. Like gurgling and stuff like that, right? Yeah. I don't know, man. But I think it's like 3 parachutes that come out of it and get it safely into the water.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Noah Wiley, who's on a real heater lately because of The Pit. The Pit, by the way, episode 14 aired last night, so 1 left to go. Noah Wiley getting a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
As far back as I can remember, I have wanted to be part of it, to be initiated into the club and company of showfolk. Those crazy, diverse individuals, that tribe of oddballs and eccentrics, dreamers and gamblers who make up this business. I love it more than I can say. It is all I've ever wanted to do and the only place I've ever wanted to be.
Aww.
And I got to play this clip of Noah Wiley, because if you remember when The Pit was in development, the original pitch was a sort of sequel to ER, and which Michael Crichton had created, and then they passed on it. And the accusation was that Noah Wiley took the ER idea and just changed the name of it. But Michael Crichton's family was like, no, we're going to sue you. So there's still this whole thing, but it always comes back to, especially with the success of The Pit, George Clooney, right? Because it was Noah Wyle, George Clooney, and Anthony Edwards. And people have tried to ask Noah Wyle whether he would have George Clooney on the show. And I want to play a clip from this interview where she finally gets an answer out of Noah Wyle.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, and I guess you get a real sense of how the two of them feel about each other.
George Clooney says, if I'm allowed to be, I am so deeply, deeply proud of Noah. He was then asked if he would make a return to the ER and do The Pit. Do you know what he said, Noah?
What did he say?
In a heartbeat.
Perhaps his last heartbeat.
Would you like to have George back in your ER?
You see how I keep ducking that question?
Yeah, see how I keep going back?
He doesn't really want to come on The Pit. Why doesn't George ever put me in one of his movies?
True, George.
Suddenly I'm on a hit show, he wants to come and play.
Right.
The last 15 years.
Yeah.
Where has he been?
Hey, leave that with me.
Oceans 12, 13.
Exactly.
Never made the cut.
Damn.
So you don't feel any ways about it, huh?
So Clooney's like, yeah, man, I'll do it. That'd be great. Noah Wile's like, no, you won't.
Me first.
Wow.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
People have started booking out the cottage from Heated Rivalry because it's up on Airbnb now, right? And remember we had said that like it's wait until the OnlyFans content starts coming out of the cottage.
Yeah.
But it's also stuff like this. I'm sure the people who own the cottage, maybe they care, maybe they don't care. But here's one of the first videos I saw. This is from a woman named Ashley Gill who rented out the cottage on Airbnb with like 2 or 3 of her gay friends.
Yeah, they're like
It
influencers.
appeared, Maureen.
You'd know her and her brother as the people who sing the song Twink and a Redhead.
Okay.
Oh.
Anyway, here's the content coming out of the cottage.
Good morning, everyone. Just having my coffee on the couch where Ilya chain. Cheers. Cheers, guys.
Okay, so exactly as everybody expected.
Cheers.
I want to sit here. I want to sit here. This is where this happened. This is where that happened.
Wipe everything down.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Mocha, I would love for your birthday show to have had great news about NSYNC. Just because the stories have been out there forever that they have talked and that possibly some sort of reunion thing could happen. And I saw Joey Fatone doing a show over the weekend. Yeah. But anyway, here is a former NSYNCer, Joey Fatone, on what are the immediate plans and could we see some sort of reunion in the near future?
Who knows? We have to have the conversation. So we actually did have a conversation. If you really want, you're the first person that asked me, and I'm going to tell you, we have no clue. Nobody said anything about anything. No conversation about actually having a performance of any kind. It was literally the 5 of us going, "How's everybody doing? What are we like? How's everybody going?" Because we haven't talked to anybody like as a group together. So literally, that's one of the main things. We literally just sat down to have a conversation to say, "Hey, how's everybody doing?" Now, does everybody want to do a performance?
Yes.
Probably not. If you want me to be honest with you. So do I see anything happen in the next 2 to 4 years?
Yes.
Probably not. Flat out. Finally got an answer. So that's your answer.
Wow.
Yeah, literally. We just had a conversation and we just said, hey, do we see anything happening in a couple of years of NSYNC?
Yes.
And that was a no.
Oh.
So yeah, so you're hearing it first. You're the first one.
Oh, come on.
But it was really looking like it because remember Timberlake had that like kind of string of, I don't want to say bad luck, but like he needed some good press and, but I guess.
Well, especially now.
Yeah. And it's still Timberlake as the holdout, right? Because I think he waited too long and now it might seem too desperate. Like it might seem like he needs NSYNC too much. Right? Like he didn't do it at the right time where you could capitalize on nostalgia. He was still in really great favor with the fans and the press and everything else. I don't know.
They should do a test run, as in just a special appearance at something, whatever, and see what the crowd reaction is like, see what the social reaction is like. They do one song, like Bye 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 or something.
Yeah.
And then base it off of that.
Well, realistically, they should just do what Bieber did and negotiate themselves a headlining spot at Coachella next year.
There you go.
That would probably be the best. You're gonna get tons of press. No, Super Bowl's too tricky because you want to do Coachella because that's like your fans will show up.
Absolutely.
You do Super Bowl and it's not going to be the right place.
I know we're going
you.
to talk about Coachella
it's
later,
not going to be the
but
right place
man,
for you.
that was all Bieber.
Yeah.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Apparently, Mocha, if I asked you, owning one pet throughout its lifetime will cost you how much, do you think? How much do you think you're going to spend on one cat or dog over its lifetime? Assuming it's like a 12-year lifespan.
17 grand.
17 grand. According to a new survey of pet owners, it works out to $4,200 a year.
Oh.
That's food, everything.
42, that's it?
$4,200 a year. So you're looking at 50 grand.
Oh, sorry. A year. Sorry.
A year. You're looking at 50 grand over the animal's lifetime. especially when you get in those end days, right? Those end days with an animal are very expensive.
Bro, my heart.
Right? Very expensive.
Why didn't I do the math before we got a second dog?
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Bruno Mars doing his show in Las Vegas with Anderson .Paak. And Anderson, you're going to hear, there's a clip here I want to play for you, which is Anderson off the top, and then Bruno comes in after that, where they goof on Bruno owing MGM $50 million. Remember that story of his giant gambling debt that he had, and then he had to do a residency at MGM to pay it off? So here is Anderson .Paak and Bruno Mars.
When I think about how much debt, or how many steps it took to get here, I get emotional. See, I'm debt free. I paid the casino off a long time ago.
So then Bruno comes. So he says, Anderson said, when I think about how much debt, sorry, I mean how many steps it took to get here. And then Bruno says, I paid the casino off long ago. So, but the story was that Bruno was heavily in debt to MGM, and he owed them $50 million, and they took it out in that residency, and he paid them back eventually. And we.
Do you think he paid it's all clear now? As he said,
I mean, he says,
long ago?
sure, yeah. And I mean, if you're doing a residency in Vegas, honestly, it would not take that long for him to earn $50 million back.
So do you
Not
think that
long
he made
at
some
all.
money that he could take home, or were those all literally free?
I think
shows?
that he paid it off until he was done, and then probably just continued on making money planning this tour. But there were stories years ago about Bruno Mars and his behavior. Like one of the stories years ago, was that I believe his brother was his drummer. And his brother was on tour with him, not because he was the right choice, but it was because the brother at the time was the one that could keep Bruno straight and out of trouble.
Wow.
And
I didn't know that.
and out of trouble and stuff. That was the story, anyway, that I heard. And then after that is when all the gambling things came out and all this other stuff.
Oh, because he had a drug problem too, right?
I don't know what it was. I think he just lived a life, I think the guy was just, Bruno Mars living.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Casey Musgraves, I don't know if you saw this video. So I guess she was flying on a jet coming back from, it was a flight to Nashville, and she posted a video. The video is very difficult to see, but she claims that there were UFO orbs that were escorting her plane on the flight to Nashville. Here's Casey Musgraves.
We just watched these orbs. There was 3 of them, and they were definitely trailing each other. They were about 50,000 feet up, probably. We watched them for maybe 45 minutes. I have videos. I'm going to post them. But it was just hard to focus because they were far off and it's night time. These orbs were not moving like any craft that we can control.
So Casey
you
said,
got alien fans following you now?
Casey said that her pilot said that they've seen these things popping up all the time now when they're in that area.
That's so stupid, man.
I don't know.
You don't buy it?
I mean, listen, I believe that there are aliens, and I believe that they visited here.
Okay.
Wait.
Right.
You think they've been on Earth?
Yes, 100%.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But my question is, if everybody knows, just show yourselves.
Right?
Yeah. Okay.
Right? We'll be cool.
All right.
We're not going to attack you.
Okay.
We're not going to try to kidnap you and
okay.
dissect you and see what's going on the inside.
Yeah.
Please
All
don't show
right.
yourself. Don't show yourself.
Why? Were you scared?
Yes.
Of aliens. Bro, you don't think if they were going to do something, it would have happened already?
Bro, look at me, man. I got a lot of meat to me. They dive in.
They're not going to eat you, Shem. Come on now. Jeez. They're going to eat all the cats first before they get to Shem.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
This is Masters Weekend. I love Masters Weekend. And it was exciting, too, again this year. Rory McIlroy wins his second Masters, second in a row.
Oh, this guy's the man, huh?
And here we go. His year again. Rory is a rare repeat winner at Augusta.
Only the fourth to do it. The last time somebody did it was Tiger Woods in 2001 and 2002. Wow. He blew a massive lead on Saturday. He went into Saturday 6 strokes up.
And then what happened?
And then it all fell apart.
And then he fought back.
And then he went into Sunday down. Mm-hmm. Like, it was not looking good for him.
Now, when you're watching the Masters, are you watching, like, paying attention, or do you kind of, like, have it on in the background?
Me, the Masters? I'm glued to it.
Are you?
The whole time.
Yeah,
I started yesterday at 2 when the broadcast started, and I wrapped it up at like 7 when it finished.
It's like your WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Right?
It's so great. It's so great. And then they kept cutting back to this Irish golf course throughout the Masters, which was late at night in Ireland, and these guys were just getting hammered at these row tables.
Amazing.
Just like cheering and hitting the table. Dammit Maury was out at an Irish pub with a bunch of Rory McIlroy fans.
He did it! McIlroy, back-to-back Masters champion, only the 4th time in history. History's been made. How you feeling right now? What happened?
Absolutely unbelievable. I was sitting beside this man the exact same this time last year with the exact same things. Just incredible to see 2 in a row breaking history books again. Unbelievable.
How you feeling? How does that make you feel, seeing history being made by a fellow Irishman?
Very, very proud. Very, very proud. I'm a big golfer myself, and just, absolutely, just very proud Irishman.
I mean, it's phenomenal. It's not something many Irish people do, to be on the international scene, succeeding and being a superstar, really. So it makes me awful, awful proud to be Irish.
Seeing history being made right here, right now at the Masters, seconds ago. Talk to me about how that makes you feel watching this moment in history.
Bit emotional, to be honest. Unreal. The man deserves it. He's battled hard for the last 2-3 years. Finally gets his time. So he's an emotional guy, Rory.
He's the best ever. He deserves it as well. His team deserves it. He's a class act. So fair play to him. It's unbelievable. Grand Slam winner, does it back to back. You can't get better than that. It's a once in a lifetime thing. I don't know if anyone else will do it in my lifetime, but
all right, on the count of 3, Rory, 1, 2, 3.
And my great grandfather, Irish. So
what? Excuse me.
So I am also a very proud Irishman for our very own.
That's
Rory
a long time
McIlroy.
ago. You just did 4 great grandfathers?
Yeah, man.
That's like, I think you're getting back to Vikings at that point, aren't you?
Yeah.
Watching.
Great grand. Yeah. The McFraps back in the day. I too watch the Masters because I want to support, my guy, Rory McIlroy.
You and my wife, watching the Masters with my wife is like watching the Masters with Mocha, I swear to God, because there's so many. Like, he's gripping the shaft too tight. Too many balls in holes.
Yeah.
Balls in the rough.
The reason why I watch is because for all the that's what she said moments.
Racing from behind to try to catch up.
And that is well done.
The whole location on that right side. And they've been close until Scotty was just inside of that.
Whatever you do, decide to do, go ahead and commit.
Enormously popular.
Funneled down to the whole location today, and he likes it.
Speed is way down, battling that back injury, but he is fighting hard.
The other side of it, though, is the angle is tremendous. Say that again. That is the spot.
Battling that back end.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
The weekend at Coachella was all Bieber. I watched so much of this, and I'm still undecided on how I feel about it. So I want to play you Bieber doing, where are we here? Give me Yukon first.
Jimmy Neutron, I could help you get a move on like you all, and I know you like to go slow.
Sounds amazing.
Go faster. Just tell me the password.
For the most part, it was just Justin on stage. I think he had one instrumentalist there with him, a guitar player, a bass player, not 100% sure. And the question was, is he going to do any of his older stuff? And when the story started coming out that, yeah, he was going to do older stuff, you were like, how is he going to do it? And the gimmick, the sort of shtick that he had was he had a little table set up on stage with them, and he was going through what looked like YouTube. And the screen was being broadcast on the giant screen behind him. So what he was doing was going through and playing old Justin Bieber videos, on the big screen.
Amazing.
And singing over them. Right?
Yo.
Iconic.
Do people have to sit through like commercials and stuff?
No. Katy Perry actually made the joke. She was there. She was like, "Thank God he has premium."
Oh, okay. See, if that was me on that stage, I'd be like, "Sorry, guys."
So
you got to sit through this Tide commercial, just 15 more seconds.
So here is Justin looking up "Baby," and then you'll hear what happened.
Take you guys on a bit of a journey. I mean, I don't know, man. You guys remember this song?
That crowd.
What's good with this? I know you love me. I know you care.
Yo, that's amazing.
So they just play the video, vocals and all, and then he sings over top of it, right?
Yeah.
So, like where I said, I don't know if it was the greatest thing or not what the fans wanted. One thing that I thought was really sort of iconic about it was he's always been kind of standoffish to a lot of his older stuff, like Baby, right? The idea of performing Baby. Like, I don't think Justin Bieber wants to do that right now in his life and in his career. But what you then had on stage was you had super young Justin Bieber, and then you had grown man Justin Bieber singing together. So it was almost like he was honoring the kid that he was, right? Sort of giving that kid the props that, and we know what Justin was like as a kid and all the stuff that he went through. So it was kind of a way to honor the kid as opposed to retro up your old hits. Right. And it was kind of beautiful in that way, especially when, I don't know if you remember the old video of when he did With You, where it was Bieber just sitting on a couch, right? Like it wasn't even a music video. And it was a really emotional moment.
I gotta see you, boo. And there's hearts all over the world tonight. Yeah, there's hearts all over the world tonight. I need you, boo.
This is the Chris Brown cover, by the way.
I see you, boo. And there's hearts all over the world tonight. Yeah, there's hearts all over the world tonight. Hey, little mama, ooh, you're a stunner. Hot little figure, yes, you.
So like he's duetting with his younger self, right?
I'm not gonna hate, man. First of all, he sounds great.
Sounds great.
Second of all, I think it was an amazing idea because you had that fan base, you had the crowd, everyone there just completely captivated, not knowing what you were going to do next.
I just talked myself into loving it, by the way. I know I was on the fence before I started the news, but I just talked myself. The idea of duetting with your younger self, in especially those old home movies like With You, was really great. Yeah.
So is he playing again this weekend?
I think so. Yeah.
So does he switch up the performance, or does he do the exact same thing?
I think he'll probably do. It was so. I mean, as sort of freestyle as it was, I think you're going to get a lot of the same performance. He may do different songs in this part of the show.
Got it. Like it'll still be him at a table with a laptop?
I think so.
Oh yeah. That's the show.
The set,
okay, that's the show. That's the set. Yeah. But there were some big songs left off the set list.
I was just gonna say, he could cover some of the songs that he didn't actually do over his set list.
Because I don't think he did Sorry.
Didn't it start with Sorry?
I don't. Did it? Because there was. Hold on here, because there were some big songs that were left off the set list.
Did he do Beauty and the Beat?
Yes.
He did. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Hold on here. Did you see they brought Offset out too during another show, not during Bieber? Offset, who just got shot.
I was just gonna say.
And then they brought him out in a wheelchair, and then he stood up.
And the crowd cheered.
Grabbed a microphone and the crowd cheered. Like he got
chill, son.
He got
they did Sorry.
He got a
looking
pop.
at the set list now.
Looking at
was it first?
No, it was later.
It was later, right? I'm trying to. What wasn't on there though, Shem?
I don't see Love Yourself.
That's right. That's what I was thinking of. Love Yourself wasn't on there, and
looking at the other record. I don't see like Boyfriend.
Yeah, that wasn't
a
on
big
there.
one, too.
So he's
Yeah.
still got songs left that he can do the sort of surprise with, right?
Okay.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Toronto Tempo, the expansion draft for the WNBA, selected their first ever player last night. Here's a little bit of that.
With the 6th pick in the 2026 WNBA draft and their first ever pick, the Toronto Tempo select Kiki Rice, UCLA.
Big up, big up, big up.
So Kiki Rice is 22 from San Francisco. Was a high school and Team USA junior superstar, winning every high school player of the year award in 2022. She's 5'11", which is crazy. That's awesome. But
Team
yeah,
is stacked, bro.
she's this is their season starts soon, right?
May 8th, man.
That's crazy. So they're just the draft is happening now, and the season starts May 8th.
Bro, their preseason game is in 16 days.
That's incredible. Here is Kiki Rice.
Never been to Toronto, but really excited to get there. My uncle's Canadian, have some family living there, and I know it's going to be a great time.
So
sorry to interrupt, but I think the Toronto Tempo, all these players are going to get drafted who are from outside of Canada are going to be surprised by the support that the entire country throws behind one team.
Totally. Back in 95, if you remember, the Toronto Raptors had their first pick ever, which was 7th overall. Do you remember who that was? Mocha?
Oh, Mighty Mouse, Damon Stoudemire.
Correct. Mundo, yeah. Who went on, of course, to become the face of the franchise for a while, right?
Yeah, man.
And
Yo,
Rookie of the
Kiki
Year.
Rice.
Yeah.
When you show up in that Toronto Tempo jersey and them crowds is like just blaring out your name, it's going to be a different type of energy. Now, how many times do you think they play this?
Oh.
Everywhere.
Right? As soon as she steps on the court.
Are you riding?
Please.
Right?
Yeah.
Come on now.
100%.
You can't be a Toronto Tempo with the name Kiki and not have this synonymous with your name.
It's destiny. It's density.
Your density has popped me to you. Hashtag Back to the Future.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Guillermo del Toro, director of Frankenstein, Pan's Labyrinth. Did you ever see Pan's Labyrinth?
No, but I know
You
the
didn't?
scene, the famous scene, the
with
hands.
the guy with the eyes,
With the fingers and the eyes and the palm.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Also did Hellboy, which was the Ron Perlman Hellboy, Pacific Rim,
Great movie.
Shape
I
of Water.
loved Pacific Rim.
You did, huh?
Yeah.
yeah.
I remember we actually had Guillermo del Toro in here in the studio, in the Roz
What
Mocha
was that
studio.
for? Was it
It was
Pacific
for
Rim?
Pacific
Was it?
Rim.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that movie, man.
So they just did at the Canadian Film Center. They just gave him the 2026 Norman Jewison Founders Council Award.
Oh, nice.
And he shoots everything in Canada. Like he shoots everything in Toronto, right? Like that's his whole thing. And he's so ingrained in the city and the filmmaking business, and so many talented people who work up here have been a part of his productions. But here is Guillermo with his latest award, talking to Dan Morning.
Guillermo del Toro, my friend, how are you?
Good, and you?
I am well, thank you. Okay, you have gotten almost every award this country can possibly give out. You have the key to the city.
Yes.
You have like a building named after you. Now the Norman Jewison Award for the Canadian Film Center. I need to find out from you. There's an election in October. If you were to run and win as mayor of this city, what would be something that you would impose? What would be something you would change? What would you do as mayor of the city?
Taco Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday.
Every Tuesday it will be only tacos. No, what I would do is protect the venues that are traditional in showing cinema, and try to make people realize at a higher government level what a green, beautiful industry cinema is.
You wouldn't lower taxes?
I would actually put taxes so we can pay for the up-and-coming filmmakers.
Very quickly, you got the key to the city. Have you tried the key in any doors?
Yes. It doesn't open anything.
Oh.
He didn't even get me out of a parking ticket. Nothing.
It should
the
open.
best. I love you, man.
It should open something, I think, when you get the key to the city.
Like City Hall.
Something.
Like the front door
there
of City
should
Hall.
be a door or like a lounge right?
Oh, amazing.
You know, like some sort of members only lounge at City Hall. It could be like 4 chairs. Doesn't even have to be big, right? But
Sure.
just something.
But like, yeah, it doesn't have to be staffed or anything. Maybe like there's a fridge with like drinks that you can go and help yourself.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
President Barack Obama.
Virginia, we are counting on you. Republicans want to steal enough seats in Congress to rig the next election and wield unchecked power for 2 more years. But you can stop them by voting yes by April 21st. Help put our elections back on a level playing field and let voters decide, not politicians. Vote yes by April 21st.
Paid for by Virginians for Fair Elections.
Fans are not happy with Sam Levinson and the season premiere of Euphoria. Did you watch this, Shem?
Sure did.
Okay, so I don't watch the show, but I've seen like all the clips. So I guess the Sydney Sweeney character, because they're all older now, right? They're no longer in high school. So I guess the Sydney Sweeney character is now an OnlyFans performer.
Yeah, yep, she sure is.
And she does some questionable content. And one of the things, even in the trailer for the show, is that she's doing a fetish where she's dressed up with like pigtails with a pacifier in her mouth, right?
A baby?
Like a baby. And,
That's weird, man.
And yeah, like why would you, not saying that, there aren't weirdos that, would pay to see somebody do that, but why feed into that? Like why put that on television? Why? There's so many other things you could have done. Like if you want it to be gross and provocative, there's so many other things you could have done. Right?
Yep.
Like why do that? Yeah. Why write that? I was watching a show a couple of weeks ago. And I think it was called like some stupid name like Stolen Girl or something like that. But it was this movie. It was a weird realization that I had. It was this movie of a guy, a high school teacher, who kidnaps one of his students, chains her in the basement, like a real terrible story. Chains her in the basement, and then classic. She gets pregnant, tries to escape. The wife get involved, all this stuff. And I'm on like episode 2 of this, right? And I'm watching it, and I'm like, is this real? Like, did this story happen? And then I Googled it, and it didn't happen. It was just a completely made up story. And I realized that I watch those shows. Like, I'll watch a kidnapping show, and like sometimes really, really, graphic, right? But I realized that I'm far more comfortable watching something that is based on real life, where it actually happened to somebody, than I am watching a fictionalized version of one of those stories that somebody just thought this up as pure entertainment.
Yes.
1,000% with you.
Right?
Yep.
I agree.
It's also why I'm with you. Like, I love true crime stuff. Like, I feel comfortable watching that as opposed to fictional shows. Yeah. Because it's a little disturbing to me that somebody would create something so disturbing. But
it was disturbing to me because I'm like, why would I then want to watch like a version of something that actually happened to someone? But I was like, no, I am more comfortable watching something that actually happened to someone in that situation than the weirdo screenplay that some guy wrote, of a girl chained in a basement by her teacher. Like, why would you, like, it was weird. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
Y'all got to start watching reruns of The Office.
I've got to start watching something is what I got to start doing.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Katy Perry, after making all that news with her boyfriend Justin Trudeau down at Coachella, where everybody was ripping on him for drinking out of a plastic cup, and
why?
It's a whole thing. Well, because remember he wanted to ban plastic cups for everybody in Canada.
Oh, nice hair,
single-use plastics, and then he's at Coachella. And Katy Perry's snapping all these pictures and sticking them out to 200 million of her fans with him using a plastic cup. So everybody's like, oh. Anyway, Katy Perry is now denying that she sexually assaulted Ruby Rose.
What?
At a nightclub in Australia 20 years ago. Ruby Rose she was in Orange is the New Black.
Yeah. She was Batgirl for a while.
One of the John Wick movies. She did a season of that Batgirl show. Ruby said that she was at a club, and according to the guy who ran the club, both of the women were hammered, and they had to put them together in a car at the end of the night.
Oh, wow.
He said that she saw me resting my head on my friend's lap to avoid her, and then she said Katy Perry walked over to her, exposed herself, And then, while Ruby's head was on her friend's lap, did something that Ruby Rose claims made her projectile vomit.
Oh.
I cannot read what she said happened. She said that I told the story publicly, but I changed it to be a funny little drunk story because I didn't know how else to handle it. Later, she agreed because later Katy Perry agreed to help Ruby Rose get her U.S. visa. So she said she kept it a secret. She said that Katy Perry is a psychological manipulator and that she has photos and witnesses to back up her story. Also adding that yesterday she just left the police station, alluding to the fact that maybe she finally reported it.
Wow.
Katie's reps have categorically denied it, saying the allegations being circulated on social media by Ruby Rose about Katy Perry are not only categorically false, they are dangerous, reckless lies. Ms. Rose has a well-documented history of making serious public allegations on social media against various individuals, claims that have repeatedly been denied by those named. So
Wow.
that's what's going on with that, because somebody had posted, Complex on Threads, I think it was, posted just a thing about Katy Perry at Coachella. And Ruby Rose said all this in the comments.
Oh, she did?
This was like in the comments of like a Complex post.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
yeah, it was crazy.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Where are we here? More on Bieber's performance at Coachella, because I'd said yesterday when he was playing the YouTube videos, and at first I was on the fence. I didn't like it. I thought it was lazy, but then I rethought about it, and watching him sort of duet with his younger self was kind of meta and kind of cool, and I didn't mind that. People still divided. What I didn't know is that so here's Bieber when he pulled up Baby. So he had a computer in front of him. And he was just like on YouTube, and he just pulled up Baby, and then it played on the big screen behind him, and then he duetted with himself.
Take you guys on a bit of a journey. I mean, I don't know, man. Like, you guys remember this song? I mean,
nostalgia.
Damn. What's good with this?
So he did a lot of that, right?
Yeah.
And what I didn't know is I thought that was just a shtick to sort of play his old songs. What I didn't know is that there was at one point where he just sat at his computer and just started like playing memes.
What do you mean?
Like he played the double rainbow guy video.
Yeah, double rainbow.
Right?
Oh my God.
To the crowd.
Yeah.
And then he also played this at Coachella.
Hey, this song coming in the mail today?
Oh my God!
This song coming in the mail today?
Yes!
Oh, cause some came in the mail today. These nuts. Got him. Got him.
Right? So like he was just sitting there playing memes.
Yo, shout out to Welvin the Great.
During his set.
That is amazing.
Joey,
I would have lost my mind if I were in that Coachella crowd.
Joey Fatone weighing in on Bieber's stripped down YouTube heavy Coachella set.
You know, there's a time and a place for everything.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't know if Coachella would be the right place for that. That's all. That's just me. But he is an artist that has owned his own artistic take, whether it's good or bad. You learn what to do and what not to do. And again, I'm not saying it's bad and I'm not saying it's good. It was interesting. I mean, personally, I think it would have been cool, and I think that's a good idea to do that. Maybe have the video, but I would say he's used to making, not saying a spectacle, but he's used to performing, a performance, some sort of show. So to do that and to take a step back is good. I think it might have been too much or too long. Do something like that, bring that reminiscence, but then maybe bring a band back into it and then have the song going, like fade into it.
Nah, man. I'm glad he did all that, especially
these nuts.
Did you see Kim Kardashian and Lewis Hamilton at Coachella?
Yeah, I thought they were dating.
Looking like they were in Dune.
Yeah.
Like there was some sort of like spice storm their way. They were all covered up. Like, it was the weirdest thing
Didn't
in the
they
world,
deny
man.
dating each other?
Oh,
But then
no,
you
I don't
can't-
think so. I
you
think
can't show up at a place like Coachella.
They've gone to events together before.
But I thought recently, didn't Kim, was she on like Call Her Daddy or something? I thought she said she was single. Anyway.
Oh, yeah. No. That Lewis Hamilton was after that. Oh, for sure. Because they've they were on his boat and stuff like that, weren't they? I think something like that. Very public. I don't know.
Yo, I wonder if she's gonna be in Montreal next month.
Maybe
because the Montreal Grand Prix.
Why does that excite you?
Because I'm trying to go.
Oh, but like excited to go because Kim's going to be there, or excited to go for other reasons?
No, like for the race and stuff.
Then why were you like, yo?
Because
Like,
then if I meet Kim,
that's another man's woman, though.
no, I'm not trying to like pick up. Dog, don't get it like no.
I know. Okay, I just
I just want to rub shoulders with like a fellow celeb. Maybe she saw us in our movie.
Okay, that's
Nirvana,
good.
the band, the show, the
Okay,
movie.
you can deflect. That's all you want. But your
Right?
your initial reaction was like, whoa.
Well, yeah, bro. You know I'm trying to get to Hollywood.
Yeah, no, that's not what it is. It's fine.
Maybe Kim
It's
wants
fine.
to
See
like
what he does. See what he does.
put me in an episode
See
of
what he
Keeping Up with the
does,
Kardashians.
right?
He's a master.
Yeah,
at it.
yeah.
He's
Now he's
good.
doing this, whatever
good.
this is. No, it's okay. You can be excited. You can be excited.
for the
That's
race.
fine.
Vroom, vroom.
Yeah. For the vroom vroom.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, those two at Coachella trying to be inconspicuous, right? They were trying to be inconspicuous so nobody recognized them. And they had their faces so bundled up that you're in the desert, right?
Yeah.
And their faces were so bundled up that if you were 500 feet away from them, you could look and go, oh yeah, that's Kim Kardashian. Because who else would do that?
I know.
Like, no, it's not Burning Man where you need goggles, right?
Yeah.
It was Coachella. But my favorite part was that everybody was like, oh my God, Kim Kardashian and Louis Capaldi were spotted at
No.
at thing. And then Louis Capaldi was like, guys, please respect my privacy.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Prime Minister Mark Carney's Liberals have secured a majority government with wins in all three by-elections yesterday, 2 in Ontario, 1 in Quebec. The win brings the Liberals up to 174 seats. They needed, I believe, 172 for the majority. So it's a thin majority, which means that everybody's got to be there for a vote. It means you can't be sick, you can't be on vacation, you can't be in a meeting, you got to show up and vote. This is the first time, I believe the first time ever, that a party has gone from minority to majority in between election cycles, which is incredible. Liberals don't lose.
Now, explain it like I'm 5. What does this mean?
It means when you want something passed and you got to get everybody to vote, right? You have your side, and then you have the official other side, which is the official opposition, and then you have like the NDPs and the Greens and a couple independents, right?
Can I have them vote to bring the gas prices down? Because they'll all vote 100% on that.
It's not going to happen.
Why not?
It's not really a vote. They'll tell you it's not a vote and that gas prices are set globally.
I think they can vote on that.
Okay. Taxes and everything else, sure, of course they could. But anyway, now they have a majority. So if they say, all right, anybody want to vote on this? And then if every liberal in the room puts their hand up, it goes ahead because they have the majority.
Okay.
So nobody can outvote them on anything, is what it is.
Okay.
It's a majority, right?
I vote to bring taxes down.
Fair enough. The Prime Minister said that the voters, quote, have placed their trust in our new government's plan. We accept that support with humility, determination, and a clear understanding of what this moment demands. Pierre Poilievre, the leader of the opposition, says the Carney Liberals did not win a majority government through a general election or today's by-elections. Instead, it was won through backroom deals with politicians who betrayed the people who voted for them, talking about the floor crossers. He said that this is a, quote, cynical power grab, and added that Carney has doubled the deficit and given Canada the worst grocery prices and housing costs in the G7. So same old today.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
I'm starting to worry about this Michael Jackson biopic.
Why?
People have seen it, and I guess there's some early reaction. And one of the quotes I read was, quote, Michael, meaning the movie, Michael is the greatest musical biopic of all time.
Wow.
That is a crazy statement to make.
Of all time?
Of all time. Now, the guy who made that statement is a reviewer, influencer, brand partner, a guy named Matt Ramos, who does a lot of deals with companies. He would not say that it's for a good review of something, but he's the guy you can always count on for a good review. And I was like, where do I know this guy from? And Matt Ramos is the guy that said, remember Gladiator 2?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Matt Ramos watched Gladiator 2, and he said Gladiator 2 isn't just arguably the best film of the year. It's one of the best of all time.
Bruh, come on.
Okay, so
You gave that movie such a big glow up?
So that's why I'm worried about the Michael movies, because the people that are sort of shining it up right now are a lot of these kind of paid influencers. Paris Jackson has had a lot of feelings and thoughts about the movie about her father. And this is her latest on, she removed herself from the entire process, and this is sort of a message to the fans.
A big reason why I haven't said anything up until this point is because I know a lot of you guys are going to be happy with it. Like, a big section. The film panders to a very specific section of my dad's fandom that still lives in the fantasy, and they're going to be happy with it. The thing about these biopics is is Hollywood, so it's fantasy land. It's not real, but it's sold to you as real, and a lot is sugar-coated. Like, the narrative is being controlled, and there's a lot of inaccuracy, and there's a lot of just full-blown lies. And at the end of the day, like, that doesn't really fly with me. I don't really like dishonesty. I spoke up. I wasn't heard. I f***ed off. That's it. Y'all are gonna like the movie, so just go watch it, go enjoy it, do whatever, leave me out of it.
So she liked it?
Wow. Such a dad, man.
Wow.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
I don't know if you saw the picture that Donald Trump posted the other day where it was him as Jesus healing somebody. So it was Donald Trump in the Jesus robes coming out of a cloud.
Sweet baby Jesus.
He had his hand on somebody's head. In his other hand was a ball of light. And then there was all these people around him. One person, hands together, clasped, praying to Donald Trump. Like, he's clearly Jesus, right?
Yeah.
And so they asked Donald Trump, because obviously you would be like, why do you portray yourself as Jesus Christ? This is what Trump had to say.
Mr. President, did you post that picture of yourself depicted as Jesus Christ?
Well, it wasn't depicted. It was me. I did post it, and I thought it was me as a doctor, and had to do with Red Cross as a Red Cross worker there, which we support. And only the fake news could come up with that one. So I just heard about it, and I said, how did they come up with that? It's supposed to be me as a doctor making people better, and I do make people better. I make people a lot better.
Lord have mercy.
So the good news is Donald Trump does not think he's Jesus Christ. The bad news is that he is completely insane.
Bruh, like,
have you seen the picture? Mocha, have you seen the picture?
No.
Google Donald Trump Jesus picture, and you tell me.
Bro, that's Jesus right there. You are not. I ain't never seen a doctor wear anything like that before.
No.
You are Jesus.
Bro, the woman is praying. Look at the woman on the left.
Yeah.
Praying.
Come on.
Ball of light in his hand. Everything, right? I'm a doctor. I heal people.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Question. Would you pay $1.99 per minute to talk to AI Jesus?
Oh, some would, for sure.
There is a company that is doing this. They have created a very handsome Jesus Christ, and it's supposed to be uplifting. They call it a modern mentor rooted in love, designed to inspire, guide, and uplift anyone seeking support in their daily life. There is a voice-only option because you can video chat Jesus.
No, you cannot.
Yes, you can.
Bro, I open up my laptop and he appears.
Yes, you can.
Right there in front of me, and I'm all like,
Jesus Christ of Nazareth! Bro, I'm telling you, here's what you get.
Hi, Jesus. I've been having a really hard time in life, and I'm looking for some inspiration and guidance.
That heaviness you're carrying is truly felt, and I want you to know you're not walking through it alone. In the Gospel of John, Jesus reminds us that he is the way, the truth, and the life, and that through him we can find true rest for our souls. Trust the same steady love can be your anchor today, even when the waves seem high, and lean on prayer as a safe harbor.
Actually quite calming.
$1.99 per minute, or you can book a $49.99 45-minute block with Jesus.
Jesus Christ!
So it's $2 a minute, or for 45 minutes, $50. That's not bad. Now, a lot of people are calling this blasphemous and a money grab. I mean, listen, wherever you get your Jesus, right? Mm-hmm. There's a lot of people who are running churches who claim to speak through Jesus or Jesus speaks through them. They make money. It's for profit. If somebody gets something out of AI Jesus and they're not conned, there's no trickery. It's not you sign up for $1.99 a minute and then suddenly it jumps on your credit card like back in the day with the 976 numbers, right? Where there was always a thing.
Wow.
Right?
I don't know about that, bro. You're the pro.
You're alone there, buddy.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
AI Jesus.
Yeah, that's facts.
I know. Hold
You
on here.
need this
Shem,
guy.
Shem, can I borrow $50? I can probably need 45
truly
minutes.
felt, and I want you to know you're
need the
not
full block.
walking through it alone. In the Gospel of John, Jesus reminds us that he is the way, the truth, and the life,
But is
and
this
that
really
through
that
him
bad?
we can find true rest for our souls. Trust the same steady love can
is
be
it
your
that
anchor
bad,
today.
No,
Is
not
it
at all.
that bad?
I
don't
it's
think
fine.
it's that bad. I
Listen,
think if somebody wants to talk to AI Jesus, let them.
if people find comfort in it,
that's all I'm saying.
It makes them feel good, makes them feel better. Maybe you're having a terrible day and you want to
There's-
talk to AI Jesus and he hits you with some knowledge, some uplifting knowledge.
There's people that find Jesus in toast.
This is true.
Right? Like if your Jesus is AI or your Jesus is,
a Cheeto?
A Cheeto, right? Who cares where you find your Jesus?
Or your Jesus is a cloud?
Just find your Jesus,
He's
right?
all over.
Yeah, man. I got no problem with this.
bad man. The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Man, Ottawa had a 3.9 magnitude earthquake yesterday afternoon, according to Earthquakes Canada. I didn't even know we had an Earthquakes Canada. Here's some people in and around the area who felt it.
I was in a sugar camp with my partner. Big bang. No rumble, no nothing, just a big bang.
That's what she said.
We thought maybe a branch had fallen on the shack.
So we all stopped and we all started looking at each other wondering, okay, well, what do we do? And then we were wondering, okay, well, is there going to be some aftershocks? Like, how big is this? How long is it going to last? But afterwards, everything kind of calmed down. We went back to regular work.
There you go. About 77 kilometers northwest of Ottawa. It happened at 1236 East. Yesterday afternoon. The last large earthquake that was felt in Ottawa was back in 2010 when a quake hit north of the capital, lasted about 30 seconds, and it was a 5.0 on the Richter scale. So
wow.
That was a big one.
The Roz and Mocha Show
Podcast.
Dave Chappelle's show, I never watched this when it was out, just because where I was in my life, I wasn't watching a lot of television, something I wasn't interested in.
Chappelle Show.
It was only 2 seasons.
Yeah.
Iconic, man.
And he famously, in the middle of shooting season 3, walked away from that $50 million deal with Comedy Central. At the time, he thought that some of the sketches were socially irresponsible, but also he was like, they were burning him out, and the people who were running Comedy Central at the time were trying to get too much control over the show. And he just dipped, and that's when he went. Didn't he go to Africa for like a while?
Yeah.
And then he came back and did that Oprah interview saying that they tried to put him in a dress, and then that's when things went to hell, right?
Yep, 100%.
But anyway, so somebody asked Dave Chappelle if he would ever bring back Chappelle's show, and he said this, quote, "If you'd asked me that question a year ago, I'd have told you absolutely not. But in the last few weeks, I'm considering it."
Yes.
He went on to say, your responsibility is to be true to yourself and to your work. So I don't know what happened in the last couple of weeks, but he said that he would be considering. That would be a very, very different show than it was. Because he's a very, very different
It would have to
right
be
now, right?
Yeah, it would have to be.
You can't go on there like Rick James.
I'm Rick James.
I know, which is
Do
too
that
bad
skit,
because
right?
I would like that stuff.
Yeah.
What is the 5 fingers say to the face? Slap!
That's so good.
Also,
I'm rich, bitch!
That's so good. That's so good.
classic.
The Roz and Mocha Show.
Podcast.
Does anybody know who, I was reading about this guy over the weekend because he walked out of a couple interviews. Do you know who Clavicular is?
Yes, unfortunately, I do.
And
Streamer.
He is a looks maxer.
Yep.
I was watching a video where he hits himself in the face with a mini hammer to expand his cheekbones, I
Yeah.
guess. But he's been walking out of a lot of interviews. He's been doing a lot of press and walking out of a lot of interviews. He did one with Piers Morgan and then one with a big show in Australia and another one that he walked out of. Anyway, he OD'd in a bar last night.
No, is he dead?
It was on stream.
He was live on stream while they were doing it.
Did he die?
No, he didn't die.
Oh.
His bodyguards carried him out of the bar and then into an ambulance, I guess. But according to TMZ, he's not dead, stable, I guess. But yeah, the whole thing was on stream. And at one moment, he's there with his two other dudes, right? And they're all on a bench, and his head just goes like all the way back. But instead of like his entire organization and everybody with him jumping and saying, "Oh my God, what's wrong?" So the camera just pans a little bit to the left, so he's out of frame as he's passed out, ODing, and then his buddy, instead of helping him, offers him an Adderall.
Oh,
bro, that's
we're not drug maxing now.
So apparently they were. But yeah, anyway, so that guy OD'd in a bar last night. They got the 911 call and everything, so it was not exhaustion, if that's how they try and spin this.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Shemroy. If there were to be a Martha Stewart biopic,
yes.
Oh, yeah.
Not a documentary, but a biopic, who would you see in that role?
Are we talking Martha as her age now or young Martha?
I think somebody who would probably be able to do both.
Ooh. Okay, young Martha.
Like let's not go 25-year-old Martha. Let's go Martha 50 plus.
50 plus.
Yeah.
Okay. Could Nicole Kidman do it?
Interesting. Yes, Mocha, go ahead.
May I answer?
Yes.
Reese Witherspoon.
Interesting.
Oh, yeah,
Interesting.
I like
Okay,
that.
so here is Martha Stewart's asked actually about this.
And I know we got the documentary. How about a biopic? Is there someone that's going to play you in an acted out movie?
Hope so.
Who do you want to play you?
I don't know. I've been hearing rumors.
Really?
I think there's something in the works right now with Kate Blanchett.
Oh.
Called Good Thing.
Oh, okay.
That's Kate Blanchett, right?
Yeah, I like that.
I don't hate that.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Yeah, she's great. She could do that. I'd watch that. I'd watch that movie. What did she say it was called? Good Things?
Oh, yeah.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
I don't know if you saw this clip from Zelensky yesterday in Ukraine, but the future is here, especially on the battlefield, and Ukraine is leading it. For the first time ever, a robot went into the most dangerous zones instead of soldiers. And
Really?
they aren't like the walking robots. We'll get to that in a second. They're sort of like machines, like RV-looking type things. So they use those on the ground and then drones in the air. And Zelensky said he did.
They're
this,
on wheels?
He did this video where they're all kind of behind him and they're all named and everything. He said for the first time in the war's history, an enemy position was taken exclusively by unmanned GRS platforms and drones. The occupiers surrendered, and this operation was completed without any infantry involvement and without any loss on our side. So no people. They said that these machines completed over 22,000 missions in the last 3 months.
Wow.
With zero deaths on their side, because that was their problem. Ukraine's problem is they're running out of men.
Yeah.
Right? Like they were snatching guys up off the street to say you're going to the front line. Like it was a meat grinder. And now they have this tech where 22,000 missions in 3 months, zero infantry casualties, which is crazy. Did you see the video in Poland? You know those robots? We were talking about it yesterday. They're like they build a robot, like a university builds a robot that runs.
Sure.
Right? Like it could run a race. They look like people, but like with weird little legs.
Yeah.
Did you see the video out of Poland where it's just on the street? And because Poland has a wild boar problem in Warsaw, they're just eating everything, and wild boars are super destructive.
Yeah.
And there's a video at night of one of these robots. I don't know whose robot it was, but he's chasing wild boars out of a residential neighborhood.
Yeah.
And then he chases them into the forest. And as the wild boars go into the forest, the robot waves.
Waves at the boar?
Yes.
No, come on, bro.
And wasn't the robot saying things in Polish?
Like don't come back?
Yeah, like so there I don't know whose robot it was, but the robot's job is to keep boars.
Oh my God, look at this. Yo, that robot's wearing a backpack too.
Yeah, like it's and I don't know. Like I don't know, maybe it's fake, but it doesn't look fake to me.
Bro, the waving is what scares me.
Yeah.
It's taunting us.
But like whose robot is that?
Bro.
You just have a robot that chases boars out of your neighborhood?
I mean, like
That's a good city investment.
That's crazy.
But then not that fast though.
No, he's not that fast, but he's very efficient.
Yeah, I could outrun that robot. Yo, the wave, that's menacing right there.
Bro, that's crazy, right?
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Where are we here? AJ McLean from Backstreet Boys. Is that what the deal is? Yeah. So there's a new documentary. It's the Bad Boy documentary. It is it's Boy Band Confidential is what it's called, and it's on HBO Max, and there's a lot of interviews coming. That's why you're seeing all over social media all these interviews with boy band members, because they're all in this docuseries.
Oh, okay.
And this is AJ McLean talking about, because we know he went through a drug problem, but how did it start? And this is AJ opening up about the first time he tried cocaine.
First time I tried drugs was before a video shoot in 2000. My call time wasn't out until 2 a.m. It was a night shoot. I literally went out to dinner with some of the boys, took a nap, woke up a little groggy, and my buddy was there, and he's like, well, if you're tired, I've got something that you can take that'll pick you up. And he pulled out the bag, and I was like, oh, hell no. No. I am not doing that shit. He's like, well, I'm going to use your bathroom. It's right there if you want it. I very easily could have done the video shoot without being on drugs. I think in that moment, I just caved and decided, what's the worst that could happen? Worst things happened.
Yeah, bro.
And I know with that guy, he went all in on the drugs.
Yeah, it was bad.
Wow.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
You know those donation boxes for clothes and stuff like that?
Yeah.
That you see? You always wonder, like, where does it go? Like, what happens actually to
assume
them?
to the place
Are they being donated?
That's decorated on the outside of the box.
You would think. So there's a guy he was in Munich, Germany, and what he did was he put an old pair of his running shoes inside the donation box, but he lifted up the sole on the inside and he jammed an air tag in it.
Okay.
And then closed it back up. And it was a Red Cross box in Germany. And he was wondering, he wanted to track the shoes to find out, where they went and where they wound up to be donated. And so he tracked them, and they were on the road, those shoes, for 5 days. And where the shoes actually wound up was at a secondhand clothing store 800 kilometers away in Bosnia.
To be sold.
To be sold. And so he got on a plane.
No, he didn't.
And flew to Bosnia, found the store, found the shoes, and bought them.
No, sir.
And the Red
Cross, say how much he paid?
The Red Cross had to respond. And the Red Cross says that 10% of clothes, which I didn't know this, they said 10% of clothes is that 10% of the clothes go for free to those in need, and the actual rest are sold to fund humanitarian projects, is what they said.
Show me the receipt.
That's what I want to see, is the receipt. But yeah, he flew to Bosnia, and the store was like very secondhand. Like it was like a fourth hand store. And he went in, found his shoes. The air tag was still in them, and he bought them. And then he asked at the counter if it was for charity, and they were like, no. So
you give me money. We keep the money.
We keep the money. You get the shoes, dingbat. Have you never been to a store before?
We use this money. We'll probably order Uber Eats.
Thank you.
Right?
Yeah. But I always wondered that. But I've never. I wonder how many other people are going to stick to air tags and things. Air tags are crazy, man.
I know.
Crazy. So invasive too, right? But yeah. Anyway, have you ever wondered?
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Joe Biden is being accused of, I guess, like old guy racism. I don't know.
No.
So Joe Biden, they were unveiling his portrait, his official portrait at University in Syracuse. And during the presentation, the school trustee, the board trustee, a guy named Jeffrey Scruggs, Joe Biden pulls him onto stage during his speech and says this.
And by the way, I always want to turn around to one guy and say, Barack, what are you doing? Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. I feel like he should be standing to the right and I should be standing to the left. Hey, doesn't this look at Barack? Anyway, as I say, you've done good, fella.
He says,
this guy look like Barack Obama?
I mean, so I watched the video and I'm like, maybe this guy does. Because sometimes somebody does look just like somebody else, right?
Yeah, sure.
But this was an older, tall, skinny black gentleman.
Okay.
I mean, I think that's where the similarities begin. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
So he didn't look like Barack Obama?
No, he's the same type of human as Barack Obama. But no, he did not resemble Barack Obama.
Oh. They're not all the same, Joe.
Like, right? Like, am I wrong, Shem?
No,
Like,
you're right. He did look nothing like him.
Nothing. Just an older, tall, skinny,
That's all.
Black gentleman in a suit. And Joe Biden was like, yo, Barack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could have said it was me. But not the skinny part. Yeah.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Dr. Oz, who is still, I don't know how, inside Trump's inner circle, and talking about Trump's diet and how just insane Trump is with his diet and what he thinks is healthy and what he thinks is helping him in staving off things like cancer. So here is Dr. Oz.
Your dad argues that diet soda is good for him because it kills grass. It's poured on grass, so therefore it must kill cancer cells inside the body. I'm not going to argue this right now. We were on Air Force One the other day, and I walk in there because he wants to talk about something, and he's got an orange soft drink on his desk. And I say, are you kidding me? So he starts to sheepishly grin. He goes, this stuff's good for me. It kills cancer cells. And then he tells me it's fresh squeezed.
Just like giving him a hard time.
First of all,
but wait, so Dr. Oz is what? Not his health.
No. He's just part of his inner circle. He's an advisor, or I don't know. He's part of some cabinet. I don't know where Trump put him.
So he's not like telling Trump, my man, greens.
No, he does. Yeah, he does. But Trump says no. Sugar kills cancer. Which it does not. It does the exact opposite of killing cancer. And that he said that his can of orange soda was freshly squeezed.
This guy.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Katy Perry, we know the allegations of sexual assault from Ruby Rose?
Yes,
Ruby Rose were made yesterday, and old video clips are now coming out of other people talking about how Katy Perry has been handsy over the years. And this is a clip from 2014 with Anna Kendrick on Conan O'Brien.
It was a crazy night. I've never been around so many. Katy Perry finger banged my cleavage. It was
oh my God,
night.
what?
Her boobs.
She's very mature.
Paint the scene. So you're standing still and Katy Perry walks by and
I have met her before, and yeah, she's like
that's her thing.
Yeah, she's aggressive. I like it.
Okay.
Wow. So groped her boobs, I guess, right? But what are you gonna do?
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
President Barack Obama.
Virginia, we are counting on you. Republicans want to steal enough seats in Congress to rig the next election and wield unchecked power for 2 more years. But you can stop them by voting yes by April 21st. Help put our elections back on a level playing field and let voters decide, not politicians. Vote yes by April 21st.
Paid for by Virginians for Fair Elections.
With the American Express Platinum Card, I can unlock experiences like no other. Since I'm always booking my next trip, I love that I can earn points on travel. Plus, I get a Resi benefit, so I'm hitting the restaurants everyone's talking about. And you can find out your welcome offer after you apply, which could be as high as 175,000 points. For experiences like no other, there's nothing like Platinum. Learn more at americanexpress.com/explore-platinum. Terms apply.
Guy Fieri is apologizing because Guy Fieri, who
his hair or his shirts?
Mayor of Flavortown, right? People love Guy Fieri.
Yeah.
So he's pissed off everybody. He's pissed off his fans. He's pissed off people on the left, and he's pissed off people on the right. And he's pissed off the sort of Manosphere fans. He pissed off everybody. So Guy Fieri was at the UFC on the weekend.
Yes.
And he was walking down to his seat, and the Tate brothers were there. Christian Tate and Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate and his brother, right? They were there, those two scumbags.
Yeah.
Right?
I can't believe they could still get invites to those.
And they saw Guy Fieri, and there's a video of them talking, shaking hands, and embracing. Right?
Okay.
And it lasted about 15 seconds, this interaction. And then people were like, yo, Guy, we love you. Mayor of Flavortown, what are you doing associating yourself with the Tate brothers? And so then Guy Fieri releases this apology. He says, I'm seeing a lot of your comments about the photo from Saturday's UFC event, and all I can say is that I'm devastated. I was there to see the fights, and when I was walking through the venue, the Tate brothers stood up and said hello, and that's where the exchange happened. I did not know them or about them before this moment. I'll never pretend to be a perfect person, but let me be crystal clear. I do not know the Tate brothers, nor do I support them in any way. So that's his thing. He's apologizing for saying hi to somebody he claims he didn't even know, which is a wild thing to have to do. But Guy Fieri kind of leans MAGA a little bit with his brand, right? So he's now pissed off those people, not because he was dissing the Tate brothers, but because he was forced to apologize, which they also hate a lot. So everybody's mad at Guy Fieri now. But when you watch the clip, they do seem pretty friendly. Right? And somebody in Guy Fieri's side of things said to the Tate brothers, like, I love you guys, or you guys are great. Like, there was a mutual thing going on in that moment.
They know.
So to think that he's never seen or doesn't know the heat that comes with embracing the Tate brothers, I don't buy at all. But
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Started watching that Dan Levy show last night.
Dan Levy.
Big Mistakes? Is that what it's
yeah,
called?
be on Netflix.
Is it good?
It's really funny.
Is it?
Yeah, I really enjoy it. It's very yelly, right?
Okay.
Like
So watch a volume level?
Laurie Metcalf plays the mom in the show.
I love her.
And I don't remember the girl's name who plays Dan Levy's sister, but it's very yelly. Like, I like that, right? It was not for Catherine. Like, it's just so much yelling, like
It's
family yelling.
Oh,
right?
so unhinged.
So it's so unhinged.
Amazing.
But it's really good. I think I'm like 2.5 episodes in or something like that.
Okay.
But
I thought it was a movie.
No,
That's great that
it's
a TV show.
It's a TV show where the sister steals. Shoplifts a $70 necklace from some convenience store, which happens to be a front for the Turkish mafia, and it was a legit necklace. And then they give the necklace to the grandmother. The grandmother dies. They can't get the necklace back, and so now they're in deep with the Turkish mafia. Right? Bro, it's funny. It's really funny. It's well written too. Love it a lot.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
The White Lotus is they started filming that in France. Apparently, the whole thing, because you know the White Lotus, right? New hotel, new group of people,
new drama.
Somebody dies. It's all somebody gets murdered. But the backdrop apparently for White Lotus season 4 is going to be the Cannes Film Festival.
Ooh.
And whether they actually integrate their cameras with what's going on in Cannes, they're very uptight at Cannes, so I don't know how they're going to do that or even get permission. But the Cannes Film Festival runs from May 12th to the 23rd, and White Lotus they started filming, I think, yesterday or the day before they announced. So they will be there the same time as the Cannes Film Festival. So I don't know who's going to get murdered or who's going to be involved, but I imagine that the group of people will somehow be related to the film industry, right?
Awesome.
Which is kind of cool.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Joe Bowen, legendary voice for the Toronto Maple Leafs. If you don't know Joe Bowen, he was like the 44 years he was on the mic doing, Maple Leafs games, and everybody just loved him. After 3,834 games calling for Toronto, he hung it up last night.
There we have it. 44 years, 3,834 games, and it comes to an end for me. To all of the coaches, managers, my undying gratitude and thanks. It has been a wonderful ride. To the players, I marveled at your immense talents in a game I could only dream of playing at your level. Thank you for letting us describe your achievements with your marvelous God-given talents on a nightly basis. I want to thank my family, my wonderful sons, Liam, Derek, Sean, and David. Working nights and travel meant I was away a lot and missed so many important activities in your lives.
Oh, my God,
I
Joe.
love all of you so much, and I am so very, very proud. And so for the last time, final score. Ottawa Senators 3, Toronto Maple Leafs 1.
No.
Yo, y'all couldn't even do it for Joe. I'm standing here with almost tears in my eyes, and y'all couldn't do it for Joe?
No, but listen, Joe and everybody else are happy that the Leafs didn't win last night because they have that protected bottom 5 pick. Unless the lottery kicks them out, it should turn into a top 5 pick.
Oh, okay.
So the best thing that happened on Joe's last night is that the Leafs lost. Realistically, like if he's a Leafs fan, that's the best thing that happened.
Can I just play something really quick? I won't play the full thing, but just like Sportsnet put together this amazing tribute to Joe Bowen, which again almost brought tears to my eyes.
For 44 years, you didn't just call the games. You made us feel them.
Here's Clark down the boards to Gilmore. Gilmore to Bobby Rose. Shot scores! Nikolai Borashevsky has scored for Toronto. The Leafs win. The Leafs win. Fucking run down and there by Leave.
Like, come on, man.
You're getting like back into the Lonnie Bohannes era there. Jesus. But yeah, it's a long time, 44 years,
Yeah,
man.
congratulations, Joe Bowen.
It's really great.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Do I have time to play the new trailer for Meet the Fockers or
Yes.
whatever it is? Focker in Law, I guess. Ariana Grande is the new star along with everybody else, Robert De Niro and Ben Stiller. So I guess Ariana Grande, remember when they had the kid? Remember when it was like Little Fockers and they had their son Ben? So Ariana Grande is now, I guess, the fiance to Greg's kid, Ben.
Got it.
Okay.
Don't worry. I test all the potential new family members with this machine.
Oh, yes, lie detector test.
Is your name Olivia Jones?
Yes,
You love Henry Fokker?
very much.
Do you have a positive impression of Henry's family so far?
Yes.
Hello. Hey. The old machine. It's funny to be on the outside. Used to being in the hot seat.
Would you like to ask me some questions, Greg?
Okay, Olivia, do you think I hold Henry emotionally hostage?
I mean, yeah. You call him Wee Wee?
Wee Wee?
What is that, like a joke about his Wee Wee?
Oh, nope, no jokes about Henry's little penis. I mean, not little. You probably have more up-to-date info on it. I haven't seen it for a while, so please stop talking.
Stop talking, Greg. That's great.
Stop talking, Greg.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Lot of stuff coming out of CinemaCon in Las Vegas. So CinemaCon is where the movie companies pitch all their stuff to the theater owners.
Mm-hmm.
It's for the theaters, right, of what's coming up. And big stories coming out of there. One of them is Doomsday stuff. Everybody wants to know all about
Avengers.
Everybody wants to know about Doomsday.
It's a rumor that we're getting the trailer today.
But the big story yesterday was there's a new movie called As Deep as the Grave. And As Deep as the Grave stars Val Kilmer. And this is not a movie that Val Kilmer made before Val Kilmer died. This is a 100% AI recreation of Val Kilmer. And Kilmer's daughter, Mercedes, told Variety about her dad. He always looked at emerging technologies with optimism as a tool to expand the possibilities of storytelling. This spirit is something that we are all honoring within this specific film, of which he was an integral part. So I guess that before he died, he was in talks to do something with them in the movie. Then he passed and they couldn't do it, so they recreated Val Kilmer. And the crazy thing is when you watch the trailer, 'cause I'm a huge Val Kilmer fan.
Yeah.
It's a younger version of Val Kilmer.
It is.
Like, it's not Val Kilmer the way he looked in sort of his later years, even before he got sick. It's a young, dashing Tombstone type Val Kilmer, right? So a lot of people very upset about this. But his family is involved and they gave their permission. So I don't know what to do at that point, right? Like, If you give your permission for somebody to, reuse your image after you're gone, like that's your wishes, right?
Well, it's their business.
It's his business.
Leave it alone.
Because even like he'll speak in the movie, like his voice is in the trailer.
Don't fear the dead, and don't fear me.
Right? Like that's at the very end of the trailer.
And I do believe her because do you remember when it was a beautiful documentary? They did a documentary about Val Kilmer, I think his son did, when he was dying. And because he had lost his voice, he got cancer and he could no longer talk. And what they did, Val Kilmer narrated the documentary, but they used AI to narrate the documentary. And they say it in the doc that, his voice is being recreated by artificial intelligence, right? So Val Kilmer was cool with this when he was alive.
Hey, if he's all right with it, then we should all be all right with it too.
Now, over at Disney announced that 1,000 employees were being let go. This was a big surprise to a lot of people. Marvel Studios hit really hard. Marvel Studios visual development teams have been hit the hardest. An internal memo to the affected employees from Disney's CEO, Josh D'Amano, which notes that the layoffs were made to, quote, streamline operations, already has some fans worried that AI is to blame. You tell me if they got laid off, 1,000 people because of AI. This is what Josh D'Amano said. Okay. Given the fast-moving pace of our industries, this requires us to constantly assess how to foster a more agile and technologically enabled workforce to meet tomorrow's needs.
Bro, that's all
AI.
Thank
1,000%.
you. Right? All AI.
That's a lot of people they got rid of, though.
1,000 people. Did you see that interview with Diplo talking about AI?
No.
So Diplo did a big interview talking about AI, and he's all for it. And he says that he doesn't even need a human voice anymore when he's producing music, and that if you're fighting against it, you're a sucker.
You're not gonna win. Like there's no like fighting AI. There's literally like you have to just work your best to be the best at it right now. There's like no. You can sit. You're wasting your time. It's like you're just wasting a year being like because everybody else is gonna just use it, not give a what you think.
Kind of like when people started using samples or even
Exactly.
Splice. There
People
was a
are
big
like mad
pushback
about that
with
Splice. People are like mad about that. Then like you have songs like Espresso that are like 2 Splice loops. Like do you even like what we are? It's proven every time that technology wins. Like the people's attitudes and the people's pushback always ages out pretty badly.
Yeah. So that's Diplo.
Last year.
And that whole interview is crazy if you watch it, him talking about AI. Like he is full on all AI all the time. But he talks about what makes a human different, which is, as a songwriter, AI is never going to go into a deep depression and be able to write some sort of lyrical masterpiece, right? Like humans are still going to be integral into all of that. But what AI can do is it can create amazing things and it can get it to consumers instantly.
I'm trying to find Timbaland, the producer.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Last year, he AI'd his own artist, wrote music, produced music, and like put it out there.
Really?
And he wasn't like trying to hide from it. Timbaland is very much like Diplo, embraces technology and tries to be the best at using that tech to their advantage.
Well, and he was right too about samples, because I remember when that became a thing where people were like, if a song uses a hook, like a sample hook from another artist's work, that they shouldn't consider that even music. Like Mariah Carey's Fantasy.
Oh yeah.
Right? Like at that,
like
people were like, it's not her song. And then it took years before people accepted the reworking as a sample of a new song. And like you look at it like that artist's work, but then the other artist's work also exists. Like it's not looked at as theft anymore, but it was looked at as theft for a very, very long time.
Kanye's early career, the stuff that got him noticed was the heavy use of samples, and speeding them up to make that chipmunk
but like
voice,
even 80s 90s stuff. Jason Momoa is Lobo in the new Supergirl movie, and this is like a dream come true for him. We know he was Aquaman, but now he gets to be Lobo, who I guess is like a sort of villain, maybe not a villain. I don't know what he is.
I hate asking actors, like, when the first time you put on the costume, what was that thing that got, but I really want to know with you, because it's the most badass costume I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, no, it's a badass costume. It's a beautiful question. It's perfect because you ask Superman, you ask anyone of that. You know, Aquaman. It's like when I got to try it, it was unreal. Yeah. When you grab the gut hook and that bike are pretty special, you know what I mean? But honestly, like the makeup team and prosthetics and everything, like to make your face transform into that, and like just to see it, the teeth and everything. When I stare in the mirror, you're like, holy man, I'm him now. I'm the main man. And like you just get to go play full, just like no apologizing, just gonna be Lobo. It's great.
Or just use AI.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Great news for redheads.
Yay!
Natural redheads.
Oh.
Yo, Chloe. I know you're new and everything, but sometimes just like take a beat. Like just take a.
I was so excited.
I know.
Apparently natural selection favors gingers. Researchers at Harvard University found that human beings are evolving at a faster rate than previously thought, making the genes for red hair increasingly common. Until now, many scientists believe that humans had made little evolutionary progress over the past 10,000 years. But new DNA analysis from 15,000 ancient human remains suggest that humans are not only evolving at pace, but that being ginger may in fact be a desirable trait, at least as far as natural selection is concerned. Now, the reasons why gingers have carried on at such a rate are a mystery, and it may just be that ginger gene has just tagged along for the ride with all the other desirable traits of evolution. Other traits include narrow hips and lower body fat. Research suggests that genetic adaptation to store fat to promote survival during periods of scarcity in the hunter-gatherer times actually became a disadvantage after humans began farming for themselves. So gingers are huge in natural selection. So congratulations, gingers.
Hey. Not redheads, though.
Them genes fighting hard, man. Sticking around.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
I want to play this clip of a grandmother in, I believe, Nevada. So I'm going to play you the news clip. So what happened is that there was a 91-year-old grandmother that missed her daily check-in. So she's 90, so people look after her, and they check in with her daily to make sure she's doing okay.
Like medical?
Medical,
okay,
yeah,
sure.
just like
a
medical.
PSW or whatever.
Yeah. And she missed her daily check-in. And so family members were concerned, and they sent the police to her home.
Scary situation in Westlake yesterday. Police and the family of a 91-year-old woman unable to get a hold of her. But officers never could have imagined what they were about to find when they went to check things out. Our Scott Knoll explains.
Westlake police at the home of a 91-year-old woman Thursday night.
783, garage doors open. We're gonna make entry.
Police, her family, all unable to get a hold of the homeowner.
And vehicles in the garage.
The woman, a part of the city's Are You OK program. This time, another woman not answering the call.
Everyone's a little bit alarmed that she was missing these contacts.
What would police find this time?
Westlake police!
To protect the woman's identity, police didn't release any more of that video. But what happens next, no one would have guessed.
Turned out to be all okay. Everyone got a good laugh out of it.
Police found her all right in her room. We'll let the officers called to dispatch explain the rest.
We're here with her now. She's playing video games in her bedroom.
Police say not just playing video games, but trying to beat her record level, officers say. In the process, missing those attempts to check in on her. But we're told, thankful police came out. In Westlake, I'm News 5 investigators.
So they couldn't get a hold of the 91-year-old because she was shut in her room playing video games trying to beat her personal record.
Legend.
I appreciate and commend the dedication that this woman, you know what?
At 91?
She can do whatever the hell she wants.
Yeah.
She's earned that time.
Want to know what game it was?
Oh, yes.
It was one of those stupid bubble pop games.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, my goodness.
I thought you were going to say something like Fortnite.
No.
Or like Call of Duty.
No, she was locked in there playing bubble pop.
Oh, my gosh.
Thanks for listening to the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Catch the guys live
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10
on Kiss 92.5.
Kiss925.com.
Or download the Kiss 92.5 app.
President Barack Obama.
Virginia, we are counting on you. Republicans want to steal enough seats in Congress to rig the next election, and wield unchecked power for 2 more years. But you can stop them by voting yes by April 21st. Help put our elections back on a level playing field and let voters decide, not politicians. Vote yes by April 21st.
Paid for by Virginians for Fair Elections.